Well, Harsh, overall impressions, what would you think of what you saw out there?
I like the fast start by the defense. You know, we went, excuse me, put them in the red zone right away. You know, and that's one thing that we've talked about for both sides of the ball is just we're going to be in the red zone. We're also going to be in the red zone of defense. So we're going to go out there right away, put them in that situation. Fast start by the defense, had a couple picks there. On the flip side of it, offensively, when you're down there, you got points, you got to come away with them. And so as you look at it from both sides, you like to see the turnovers. You like to see that one thing we emphasized, too, was when we did get a turnover, let's go score, and we're able to do that. So you see things on the defensive side, very good. Now on the offensive side there, that can't happen, and so go back and forth. But energy in that period was good in the beginning of it, and then as it went on, we got more reps for guys this scrimmage, which we needed to, and the energy's got to stay high, the execution's got to stay high along the way.
Offensively, 2 or 3 spectacular plays, but never really seemed to sustain anything.
No, we didn't. There was a couple big plays in there. Obviously, we want to have more than that. And we want to be more consistent on some of the base plays too. I thought our D-line did a good job against the run game. We're trying to emphasize some of those same runs just to get into a little bit of a rhythm and get some reps on them and get better at them. We still got a long ways to go there. We still got a lot of work to get done.
Saw Ryan Finley pretty much all the time with the twos. Is he kind of separated himself a little bit as that second guy?
He's had the last few practices he's done well. And the one thing about Finn is still coming off a shoulder injury, with his surgery. And so he's not 100%, and that's the one thing. We want to get him those reps out there. At the same time, we also know that he's not full strength to make some of the throws. But the only way we're going to be able to allow him to get stronger is to let him go out there and try to make some of those throws at this point. But he has done well in our practices, and he's made good decisions. And then, tonight he's got to be better, got to make better decisions. But physically, he's coming on. That's still going to be probably into summer to where he's getting 100%.
How encouraging is it, though? I mean, at the beginning of spring camp, you didn't think that he was even going to be able to partake in these scrimmages?
No, I didn't. Matter of fact, I saw him in the weight room with the trainers throwing, and he was actually throwing left-handed, just messing around. And it kind of confused me because I thought we didn't have a left-handed quarterback. All right, so I was fired up that he could actually come out there and do something. It's good, to have Tommy, to have Finley, both those guys out there, all right, along with Grant. We need that in order for what we're doing. But Finn's coming along. Tommy tonight did some good things in there, but consistency for that position is really the key. That's really what it comes down to. Because all those guys have the ability to throw it, just being consistent with their decisions.
Judging by your players of the day, Matt Miller has been a playmaker and Corey Bell has been a ball hawk and showed up right away out there today.
Well, it's amazing how that works out, right? Those guys, you see them in practice making plays, and all of a sudden they come out here in the scrimmage. It's just confidence. It's those guys out there doing that every single day, and it shows up here in the scrimmage. I'm good here. It shows up in the scrimmage, and that's how it should be, and we need more of that. Those two guys have been standouts in practice. They've also been standouts in scrimmages, and so that will carry over hopefully into games, but we need more guys on the same page as what those two are doing.
What pleased you most?
I think just some of the situations where the defense was put in. We put the defense in the goal line down there. I use my hands a lot.
Sorry.
All right, and my face, obviously. We put the defense down there on the goal line backed up. We put them in the red zone early. And those are obviously situations. They have no control over that. We're putting them down there. And the way they responded, which is good. All right, because that's going to happen no matter what, whether the offense or special teams does it, we have to respond. So to see the defense do that was encouraging. Offensively, it's all about execution and really managing the little things. If we manage the easy, the rest of it will take care of itself. We're still struggling with the easy, we need to do a better job there.
Kind of a one-day thing with the defense being a little bit ahead, or is that some trend you've seen all spring?
It goes back and forth, but I just think tonight, just the way the scrimmage was going, the defense, besides the one long touchdown there, I think was communicating well, getting to the football, and I think they were doing really. I think the D-line did a good job. I have to go back and watch the tape, but the way that the pressure was getting to the quarterback and the way that the run game from the offensive side, wasn't getting a whole lot of yards. You see the D-line playing well, and if your D-line's playing good, the rest of the guys behind them are going to play well too.
Overall, you get what you wanted out of today, though?
We did. We got good reps for these guys. we got back to hitting some schemes over and over and over. And just we got to get reps on them, and sometimes that can be painful. To do that at the same time, it's all those rep opportunities just to see it, whether good or bad, to go back and coach it off of film, and for those guys to have it, throughout the summer to go back and rewatch. But, I want to see from these guys, I'd like to see energy out there. And one of the things that's hard is you're flipping guys group to group to group to group. There's not really an 11 that's always playing together. The defense did a little bit more of that tonight, which probably helped them there, and that consistency on offense needs to happen.
Dylan Sumner-Garner had an interception. He also had a big hit on a third down
Yep.
play. It seems like he's a guy that just kept showing up out there tonight.
Well, but he's a young guy, and he's got ability to play the game, and I think what his challenge this week was doing his job, and really for the defense. But just do his job. Don't try to do anything more. You got good guys around you. Just go do your part, and showed up tonight. So I think he went out there playing with confidence. This is all I have to do, rather than have to go make every single play, which is kind of what happened in the first scrimmage. And so I think if he continues with that mentality, then he's going to be all right.
Your running backs seem to look good, solid. Obviously, a giant with Fields and Emus. They seem to really hit hard and run the ball well tonight.
Yeah, that was an emphasis for the offense. Some of the inside zone schemes and just hitting them over and over and over and over. We're really trying to work a rhythm, and just trying to find those lanes with the O-line, letting the O-line work that as well. So they got a lot of reps on that. Those guys have done a good job with that, with those type of plays. But it's just that mentality. It's the way to run the ball under center, some power schemes, some zone schemes. We'll keep doing it. We've got to keep working on those to perfect them. And we'll continue that this week in practice, and we'll hopefully show up again a little bit better in the spring game.
You've had pretty much the same 5 offensive linemen out there the whole spring. What have you seen out of that group, and what kind of progress are you getting there?
Good. They're starting to work together. You see them communicating better now. We're not mistake-free by any means, but they are talking. And I think the one thing they're able to, come back and correct, after a play. And that's really where you're liking the communication part of it, and just having a group kind of molding themselves together there. But we'll mix that up again. We have in practice, we kind of stick with one in the scrimmages and things like that, but we'll start to mix guys up in those positions and let those guys work together, because we've got to still work different combinations.
You think we got a pretty good look at what what the offense is going to look like from today's scrimmage? I mean, not maybe execution-wise.
Yeah, the 3 explosive plays. Yeah, take those and show it. It's hard because the variety and personnel and some other things, it's just not there yet. It's we're trying to run some things, certain things, and we're trying to utilize some different guys in positions. No, as far as some of the base, yes. From there, the variety or personnel variety or play selection variety, that's going to be different. There's a lot more in than what was in there tonight, but these are the things we need to focus on to get better at. And we did that, and we'll go back, and like any scrimmage, it's never as good as you think it is, never as bad as you think it is. So there's probably more mistakes on defense than I think, and a lot better things on offense than you figure. So we'll look at it tonight, and we'll go back to work on Tuesday.
All right, guys.